Hello my lovely crafty friends, and welcome to another Crochet Cakes tutorial. In today's tutorial I wanted to share with you how I make the bobble stitch. Now I know this is a stitch that you're probably very familiar with, but I just wanted to share my version of, or I should say, how I learned to crochet the bobble stitch. I've used this stitch in several of my designs. I just think it creates such lovely texture. I've used it to crochet the 1960s shift dress. I've used it to crochet the Bubble in Time top, which is now called the Caramelo top because it has undergone extensive rejuvenation. So without further ado, let's start with today's tutorial. Now I'm going to be using a 5mm Furls Odyssey crochet hook. These hooks are no longer in the making, but you can check out Furls website, which I will link below, for all their amazing hook sets. And I'm also going to be using a worsted weight cotton. You can of course use any material to practice this stitch, and if you are looking, as I said, to practice this stitch to crochet any of the patterns I mentioned, then please use the yarn called for in the pattern. So we are going to begin by doing a slip stitch, okay? Because for the foundation of the bobble stitch, I like to begin using the foundation single crochet. So first up, we are going to do a slip stitch. We are going to chain 2. And we are going to insert our hook into the first chain, yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through the first loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now, I have already mentioned many a time how I like to do my foundation stitches, but I can include a very short Instagram tutorial that I did a long while back on how I work with these foundation stitches. And I'm going to be making sure that I have an odd number of stitches. So here I've chained or done a foundation single crochet of 17 stitches. This counts as my row 1. If you decide to do a chain instead of a foundation single crochet, then you would do 18 chains and then turn and start working single crochets in your second chain from the hook, which would give you a total of 17 stitches. So I'm going to chain 1 and turn now, and I'm going to begin row 2, which is going to be my bobble row. So for row 2, the first thing that we're going to do is pull this chain 1 loosely, okay? Then I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook into my first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and stop there. Now I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook into the stitch again, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. We should have 3 loops on the hook. Again, yarn over, insert your hook into that same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So you're noticing that we're leaving the double crochet stitch halfway done, right? I now have a total of 4 loops on my hook. So I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook, yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once last time. When we have 6 loops on the hook, we're going to yarn over, pull through all 6. And then into the next stitch, I'm going to do a single crochet. So we've just completed a single crochet. Now we're going to do a bobble stitch in the next stitch. For the bobble stitch, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And we are going to repeat this half done double crochet stitch until we have a total of 6 loops on the hook. So again, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. We're repeating this until we have a total of 6 loops on the hook. Once we have those 6 loops on the hook, we're going to yarn over, pull through all 6. And in the next stitch, we're going to do a single crochet. And this starts our repeat for row 2 all over again. So the repeat for row 2 is single crochet in the next stitch followed by a bobble. All right, and you can see that these single crochet stitches hide between the bobble stitches. So we've done a single crochet. Now we're going to do another bobble stitch. Okay, so after completing the last single crochet of the row, I have 1 stitch left, and we're going to be doing a bobble stitch in this stitch as well. So we started the row with the bobble stitch, and we are ending the row with the bobble stitch. And of course, because this is the last stitch of the row, once we complete our bobble stitch and we yarn over and pull through to close all 6 loops, we are actually then going to chain 1 so that we can lock it all in place and we can turn. And now we're ready to begin row 3 of the bobble stitch. So remember, since we're doing the bobbles on the right side, on the wrong side of the work, they tend to pop out on the right side. Okay, so now for row 3, we're just going to work single crochet stitches in each stitch. And you're seeing these big loops all the way at the top. That's where we're going to work the single crochets for the bobble stitch. Now remember that hidden between your bobble stitches, you have single crochet stitches. So again, at the very top, we're going to be working our single crochet on top of the bobble stitch, and then single crochet on top of the single crochet. And we're going to continue single crocheting along this row. Now because we are single crocheting in each stitch, we should have the same number of stitches as when we began our project. So in this case, I should have 17 stitches because that's the number of stitches I started with. Okay, once we complete row 3, this is what our work is going to be looking like. And we are going to make sure that we have those 17 stitches in my case. To keep creating the bobble stitch, we're going to repeat rows 2 and 3 as long as we want. Or for example, in the case of my bubble top, we repeat it for a total of 7 rows. Okay, so once we've completed row 3, we chain 1 and turn, and now we're going to repeat row 2, which means that we start with a bobble stitch. and then we do a single crochet in the next stitch. So the repeat again is single crochet, bobble, single crochet, bobble. So now we're going to do a bobble stitch. And single crochet and bobble. And we keep repeating single crochet, bobble until we complete our row. And this, my friends, is the bobble stitch, a 2-row repeat where on one row we work single crochets in each stitch, and on the other row, the wrong side row, we work a bobble and a single crochet. So on the wrong side row, we're alternating between bobbles and single crochets. Now, if you need any ideas on what projects to use this stitch for, then I will link some of my designs that use this bobble stitch in the description box below, as well as some of my favorite designs made by other designers that I think you are really going to enjoy. Thank you so much for joining me today to practice the bobble stitch, and do let me know what are some of your favorite bobble stitch projects. Have you used this stitch before? Do you like the texture? Do you not like the texture? Please let me know and comment in the comments section, not in the description box, in the comments section. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of crafty time with me, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye! Also, if you're interested in making this caramelo top, the pattern will be going live in December.